Hello, I'm Deonna Anderson, Senior Editor at GreenBiz, and today I am joined by Team The Chilensis, and I want each of the team members to introduce themselves, and I'm going to start with Camila.
Okay, so my name is Camila Castillo. I'm from Chile, and I'm in my last year of business administration.
All right, Fernanda.
Well, my name is Fernanda Vera. I am in the 6th year of chemical engineering at the University of Santiago de Chile.
Nazareth.
Yes. Hi, my name is Nazareth Flores. I'm studying design and I'm 3rd year of my career.
Awesome. Yadin.
I'm Yadin Heraldo, and I am in my last semester of business administration at the University of Santiago de Chile.
Franco.
Hi, my name is Franco Alvarez. I am in my 4th year of physics engineering in the University of Santiago de Chile.
Awesome. And we also have Daniel, who I believe is the mentor of the team. Can you introduce yourself too?
Yes, hello, I'm Daniel Martinez. I'm an integral designer and I'm the design mentor of the team.
Awesome. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm super excited to talk about your solution. So first off, I just want to see if you all can briefly describe what the solution is. Whoever wants to jump in can do so.
Okay, so, well, our project intends to improve people's lives by developing sound isolators with discarded palm leaves waste. So we developed this idea when we discovered that palm leaves had sound isolation properties. So we used them to create these artifacts that people can hang on the wall in order to isolate external noise and to improve their daily life. And we think it has great potential because the problem with the current isolators is that they are mainly made of plastic. So they take hundreds of years to decompose. And that's why we developed this to where we can solve a problem through the circular economy as they are compostable after its useful life.
Got it. So what inspired you all to kind of take this on at the beginning? Like what was the tipping point for you all to say, I need to solve this problem?
Well, when we started get together, we were looking for a raw material that could have the potential to solve a problem that our society is currently facing. We realized that discarded palm leaves were common everywhere, even though we all live in different zones of Chile. They merely ended in a legal landfill. So we started researching about these physical properties to find a potential use for this material. And when we found the sound isolation properties of the palm. As our country had long quarantine due to COVID-19 pandemic, people were in their house all the time, and they started facing new problems such as overcrowding and lack of privacy. In Chile, an average small house is shared between 3 or 4 people, so that leads to 135 square feet per person, which is extremely low. We saw the market opportunity there to develop sound isolator that can improve people's quality life, bringing them more privacy with a sustainable solution that contribute the development of circular economy in Chile.
Got it. So I understand that part of the reason why folks are living like 3 to 4 people per home is because the cost of housing is pretty expensive in Chile. Can you all share exactly why it's so expensive to live there?
Yeah, well, it is quite expensive. In fact, the price of homes has more than doubled in the last 10 years. And if we compare to the increase in the family income, this has only increased by 25%. So it's quite a difference. And well, we were researching about this, and depending on the point of view, there are different factors according to different experts. So on one hand has influenced the fact that there is a shortage of land, that we have less land, and we have regulations that restrict the height of buildings. So of course, this increased the cost of land. But even this is the fact, this has not diminished the housing supply in Chile. In fact, quite the opposite. Since we have had an important population growth, especially of immigrants, this has caught the attention of investors. So therefore, there is an increase in the real estate business. And also in Chile, we are a market economy, and for now, there are no regulations or government intervention to limit the increases in houses prices, as I know there is in other countries. And well, another factors is the rise of one-person apartment, and the fact that since Chile is a very seismic country, we have higher anti-seismic regulations that have an impact on the construction costs. So broadly speaking, those will be the reasons.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that. So something that you mentioned earlier is that the current sound barriers are like made of plastic. Is the use of sound barriers in general like widely, is it widely a thing that people use these sound barriers, or is it kind of new?
Well, so at the moment, we actually don't have any statistical data of the amount of the demand for sound insulating panels in general Chilean population. However, since quarantine began already in Chile, just in June of 2020, almost 4,000 people actually were sanctioned for disturbing noise, just in Santiago, which is the biggest city in Chile. And of course, the majority of this amount of people were people living in apartments. So actually, this represents the kind of problem that, due to the pandemic, we are trying to solve. So, but in order to get some data, the team created and applied a survey to know the opinion, the general public opinion about our product, and there was a high percentage of people willing to buy our panels actually. So that's a pretty good thing. And another interesting fact about the same survey, it was that people, 20% of the people own a panel or know someone that has a panel on their own. So this data helped us to understand that the reality of a lot of people in general changed. The reality of have to work or study from their homes. So we understand that the necessity of a quiet space is now more important than ever. So, and well, finally, another interesting fact was that there has been a growth in the demand for this specific type of products, the sound insulators, in the professional music sector, specifically like professional musicians or even amateurs in some cases. So this also generates a suitable opportunity for us for keep going with our research and the development of our product.
Got it. So it's like your solution could potentially solve more than one problem.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Awesome. So can you describe exactly how the sound barriers are made? I know that they're from the palm trees, but like, how did you all design it exactly?
I can answer.
Okay.
Well, so the panel itself, it's like our product. Well, the first step was to build a prototype to see how much sound can absorb this. So for our prototyping, and at the moment it was like a capsule, and it was like the external parts of it were palm leaves, like the fiber of the palm leaves, and inside there was the filling. It was palm filaments, all of them, and we made several prototypes using different amounts of filling, of this filling made of the palm leaves.
Got it. I want to tap into Daniel right now just to see like how you have been working with the team and helping them to kind of expand their project.
Well, I am an interior designer with a focus in biomaterials and production process, so I have been helping them in this area. Transform raw material into a polished and finished product, taking different approaches, specifically one methodology called MDD, Material-Driven Design, in which we take the material and ask it questions to see what it can make, which property it has, and which fields is the best to apply. In that sense, we came up with insulation properties, like Franco mentioned before. A sustainable solution is good, but it needs to come a lot with a good looking design that catches people's eyes and make it desirable to buy and use. So I've been helping them with this area, like designing and prototyping this whole panel to one side, insulate the sound, and to the other side, look good and catch people's eyes. So both of them are equally important.
Got it. So like making sure that it's functional, but also pretty. Looks good in homes and places. Cool. So one of the other things that I thought was interesting in your proposal is that you all plan to collect the palm isolators like at their end of life. I'm curious if someone can speak about why it was important for you all to include that.
I can answer that. Okay, so we believe that not only bringing the sound isolators is part of how we can help this all new transition to circular economy, but also by educating people. And we think that creating an idea that can be compostable in the future, we can be part of that by educating them to how to compose it, and also be in charge of the people that are not willing to help, willing to change their how they treat the things when they are not useful for them. So we believe that we are not only responsible for creating a compostable resource, but also a product, but also we are responsible of how this will end in the future.
I love that. Partially because I feel like a lot of companies don't necessarily have the idea that they're responsible for what happens to their products. So it's cool that you all are thinking about that. So I feel like I want to call on someone who hasn't spoken yet. Nazareth, if you can answer this question, I'm curious about what you all hope that the ultimate impact of your solution is. Like what is the dream for the solution to bring forth?
You can repeat the question. I don't know what is the point.
So I feel like in the ideal world, if your solution is successful and it like scales and a lot of people buy it, what is the ultimate thing that you hope it accomplishes?
I think to help people's lives, because I think is this solution impact in the background of the people, because I think about the pandemic excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
To improve what she's trying to say, to improve their quality of lives due to overcrowding.
Yes.
Got it.
Cool. I can continue. Well, I think that this solution can to help people, because in the future could be the pandemic to continue. So I think that this solution can contribute with the construction, I think, and we can to contribute to business or the market of the houses, for example, in the, I can remember the word, but I mean, and in the houses to the begin.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thank you. So you all have been working on this solution for a little bit of time now. I'm curious about why you all decided to apply for the Wege Prize.
Okay, so organic waste is not treated in Chile, even that 50% of the total waste in landfills is organic. So there are some Fab Labs in South America that has inspired us and motivate us to contribute to this change through circular economy. So we saw this international competition as an opportunity to develop an innovation that is creative, sustainable, and can help local communities. In this case, with the overcrowding problem in Chile. The most valuable thing for us and what inspired us also to apply is to work as a team, because we all have a different perspective, different backgrounds. So when we worked with our idea and when we were challenged from the Wege Prize competition, we all can contribute with ideas from our different backgrounds. So it was very enriching, and that was very exciting for us.
Cool. And I'm curious about if each of you can share a little bit about what you each find most valuable at this point in the Wege Prize. Like, what have you learned? What has been like super helpful in participating in this process so far? And anyone can jump in. I'm gonna call on Fernanda.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, yes, I can. So you all have been in the competition, the Wege Prize competition so far. I'm curious if you can share what has been like one of the best things that you've learned through the process.
Well, in the process, we can work in this project. I think that the most valuable things was the working for a team, with a team, the different areas. We can make our work very interesting for this reason, because we can see the different problem, the different perspective. Always I could want to work people of different areas.
Got it. So like having people from different like places of study come together to kind of bring a solution.
Yes.
Awesome. Anyone else want to share what they've found valuable in this process so far?
I wanted to add that by participating in Wege Prize, like they have like so many drafts with steps that you start with an idea and you end up with another completely idea. So we had like some insights about what we wanted to contribute, like in what areas. But we start like with this rough diamond, and in the process, this competition helped us to polish the idea, to improve it, and to make it happen as a business project. And now we are very proud of the final product.
Awesome.
Yes, and it was also very fun for us because we complete an stage and then we had different more questions and more things to develop of our project. So it was challenging, and as they all said, and I completely agreed, having different perspective is something that helped us to develop an idea that we are all part of that, and we all bring some part of us in the project.
Cool. So I think this might be my last question for you all, but if you all win the Wege Prize, what do you plan to do with it? How do you plan to improve your solution with the money?
Okay, so we believe in our idea and we would love to keep developing it, but we need funds to take our project to the next level where we can produce more sound isolators and better ones. So based on that, we will use the funds to invest in our idea with focus on innovation and optimization of the processes. We know our manufacturing process is highly handmade, and because of that, we spend a lot of time and human energy on that. But if we develop new machinery, we can save monetary resources and time by increasing our production, and this way improve more people's lives. Besides, we would like to offer different types of sound isolators by designing new prototypes focusing on different industries such as the construction industry and for recording studios for the music industry.
Awesome. Is there anything that we haven't talked about the Chilensis that you feel like people should know about the work that you're doing? And if not, that's fine. Just like anything we haven't. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we have met some of us, but we don't know all of. We haven't met all the team together. Like, for example, I haven't met Daniel in person. So we started this project by looking for people that we didn't know directly. So that was a challenge, but I think it's a good example of how we can contribute to good ideas with people from not necessarily, but if we have all the same goal in common, we can make something that can contribute to us and also for our local communities, as we believe this project has a close relation to our country and to the people from Chile.
Wow, that's really cool. How did you all find each other exactly? Like, did you post something on the internet, or like, how did that work?
Actually, with Camila, we were friends because we studied the same. But with Franco, he was recommended by some physicists and another mentor that he's from the physics department. So he's a really good student. And about Nazareth and Fernanda, Camila was a fan of them, but they are also good students. They have really good grades, and they are always committed to important challenges that the universities are offering. And so that's how we end up together. And also Danielle recommended Nazareth. So we are I don't know, it's a weird combination.
Got it.
I was a teacher assistant or teacher's helper of Nazareth in the design academy. So now we are working like knee to knee, like it's literally different. I was reviewing her work before, and now we are working in each side. So it's been very good. And like Camila said, we haven't known each other. Like I don't know anyone of the guys, but it's been really cool and really challenging.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It's like you're getting to know each other as you're building the solution out. That's cool. Great. I think that's all for me, but is there any final thoughts that you all have?
Well, we agree that we are all happy to be here. We started this competition and we say, well, we will have some fun and we will give our best. But I think when we were called the finalist of Wege Prize, we were also excited. So and now having the opportunity to talk to you, it's also it's amazing for us. So thank you very much.
Great. Congratulations again on being a finalist, and I look forward to keeping an eye on the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.